Charles Lawrence Gowan de la formation Styx qui nous offre des succès souvenirs. Moi, je m'amuse entre-temps. On débute ce mini-concert avec la chanson Foolin' Yourself que voici.
Yeah!
Go, boys!
Relax. Soyez à l'aise. Hey! You see the world through your city good life. You're a troubled young man, hiking down. You got it all in the palm of your hands. Your hands are wet with sweat, and your head needs a rest. And you're fooling yourself if you don't believe it. You're kidding yourself if you don't believe it. Why must you be such an angry young man when your future looks quite bright to me? And how can there be such a sinister plan? And I get high, such a lamb, such a caring young man. And you're fooling yourself if you don't believe it. You're killing yourself if you don't believe it. Get up, get back on your feet. You're the one they can't beat, and you know it. Yeah, come on, let's see what you got. Just take your best shot and don't blow it. Hey, thank y'all. Thank you so much. What we up to? Blue Collar Man. Thick ball. Give me a job, give me security. Give me a chance to survive. I'm just a poor soul in the unemployment line. My God, I want to be alive. My mother and father, my wife and my friends, you see them laughing in my face. But I had a burn and I got the wheel. I'm not a charity case. I'll take the long nights, impossible odds, keeping my eye to the keyhole. If it takes all that to be just what I am, I'm gonna be a blue collar man. Well, maybe an offer that I can't refuse. Maybe respectable man. They'll say my last time in the unemployment line. So like it or not, I'll take those long nights, impossible odds, keeping my back to the wall. If it takes all that to be just what I am, I'm gonna be a blue collar, gotta be a blue collar, gonna be a blue collar man, blue collar man. Here we go, blue collar man. Blue collar man. Hey, Mom,
And then we wrote.
what else you got?
Gowan. Ça, c'est deux membres de la formation Styx. Imaginez tout le groupe sur scène. I'm just saying, imagine you, all of you guys together. This is unbelievable, the energy. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for doing this for us. It's really been a wonderful afternoon. Thank you for coming. And now we're going to let you sing another song, but I want to tell you that the album is available, Arch Allies, et évidemment en concert, la formation à ne pas manquer. On se laisse sur un autre succès souvenir que voici. Go ahead, guys, play us out.
Merci, Sonia.
I'm sailing away, set an open course for the virgin seas, for I've got to be free, free to face the life that's ahead of me. On board I'm the captain, so climb aboard. We'll search for tomorrow on every shore, and I'll try, oh Lord, I'll try to carry on. I look to the sea, reflections in the waves spark my memories. Some happy, some sad. I think of childhood friends and the dreams we had. We'll live happily forever, so the story goes. But somehow we missed out on the pot of gold. But we'll try the best that we can. Tout le monde, to carry on. A gathering of angels appeared above my head. They sang to me this song of hope, and this is what they said. They said, come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Let's come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away.
Mission Duo Bénézra, je suis ravie aujourd'hui de pouvoir accueillir deux membres de la formation Styx, Tommy Shaw qui est avec nous, et lui, on le connaît très très bien, Lawrence Gowan, évidemment, qui est de passage, qui vient de se joindre à la formation. It is great to have you guys here in studio. Did you understand what I just said?
I understand.
She
When
said
you
you're
pointed to him, I think I
I
got
said that,
part.
well, we're very familiar with Lawrence, obviously, in Canada.
Yes.
You know, I mean, he's just like swept the Juno Awards and just been renowned for many, many hits and platinum albums and all of that
we
good
know,
stuff
we know.
that comes with working hard. But now he's part of this huge phenomenon. I mean, this is like a historical band.
Oh, it is. It's so great to bring it to Canada now, too. You know, we've played 174 shows
Yeah.
together.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, so we're very excited about it.
I want to talk about the history of the band, the magic of the band, you know, the fact that the fans have been so loyal over the years. But I want to also talk about the fact that you can stand backstage and see this guy on stage and say, hold it, who is this guy? Where is he from? Is that what happened? Explain to me a little bit how Lawrence came.
Well, when we played here in 1997, he played before us. And I just remember, I'll never forget being back in the dressing room. And, you know, normally when someone plays before you, it's, you know, they get pretty good response. But the big response, you know, that's supposed to be for us.
Hey.
So we're in there, and I hear the place going, someone was talking to me, and I heard this place, the thundering going on in there. I'm like, what's going on out there? So I went out there, he's out there all by himself with the piano, getting the same response that we get with a huge production out there. And then he came back and we met him backstage, and it was really nice, and I was familiar with who he was after that. And last summer, when it came time, you know, we were looking for a keyboard player singer, and we had interviewed a few people, but then a girl from Montreal who runs a website for me, she reminded me about Lawrence, and I was like, wow, I wonder if he would be interested in doing this. So somehow we got in touch with each other.
Yeah.
And next thing you know,
He's part of the whole thing.
We flew him to California, and we went to my house and all sat around, and it was just magic.
Okay, Tommy, I'm going to translate it, and you're going to get a chance to blab. Tommy vient de nous raconter quand même, on sait que la formation Styx existe depuis 1969, en fin de compte 1970 pour être plus précise. Effectivement, il donnait une tournée de spectacle. Il se trouve ici à Montréal en train de donner un spectacle. Qui est en première partie? Nul autre que Gowan. Les gars sont en arrière-scène. Ils attendent leur arrivée, mais tout d'un coup, paf, ils entendent que le public réagit d'une façon qui est réservée pour le show de Styx. Qu'est-ce qui se passe sur scène? C'est Gowan qui a quand même un accueil incroyable et pour nous, c'est pas surprenant parce qu'on sait comment il est talentueux. Mais pour eux, ça a été quand même vraiment révélateur, une grande surprise. Et quand ils cherchaient à remplacer un membre de la formation, ils cherchaient un claviériste et un chanteur, la fille qui mène leur site Internet a dit « Hey, vous vous rappelez quand Gowan était sur scène avec vous? » Donc, ils l'ont contacté. Il est allé en Californie et puis voilà, ils sont ensemble. I want to know, though, when you were performing on stage, I mean, what were your memories of Styx? I mean, you know, did you know the guys? I mean, did you like the guys? Did you love the songs before? I mean...
Loved the songs, hated the guys.
Yeah, yeah, I knew that was coming.
Non, pour moi, j'aime beaucoup Styx.
Oui.
Nous avons la même musical influence, le
Oui.
même musical genre.
Oui.
Et quand j'ai commencé avec ma carrière de musique,
Oui.
j'ai joué avec un groupe qui ressemble Styx
Oui.
un petit peu, oui.
Oui.
Il s'appelle Rheingold, mais ma carrière développée comme un artiste solo.
Oui.
Mais à la Centre Molson, quand je regarde Styx,
Oui.
c'est quelque chose de très curieux. J'ai l'idée, you know, si je jamais joindre un groupe,
Oui.
ça c'est le type de groupe que je veux joindre.
Tu étais confortable avec l'idée de faire partie de ce
C'est
genre
ça,
de formation.
c'est juste l'idée.
L'idée qui vient.
Et après, je vais à Angleterre pour deux années. Je
Oui.
joue quelques fois.
Oui.
Et en Angleterre, à la Princesse Diana
Oui.
Memorial, j'ai vu Todd Zuckerman,
Oui,
le batteur.
qui fait partie de la formation, oui.
Avec nous.
OK.
Il me regarde encore et c'est une autre connexion avec
Oui.
Styx.
Oui.
Et quand je retourne à Toronto, c'est curieux. J'ai l'idée, you know, I'd like to join a group.
Yeah.
Tommy me téléphone et je semble les Styx, c'est une bonne groupe
C'est
de
une
joindre.
excellente formation. The musicianship in Styx, I mean, if we can talk about the hits, which are, you know, countless hits, and your adoring fans will sing them with you, but I mean, it's the musicianship also that was just so incredible with the
Yeah.
group. I mean, there were great terms used to describe you, and then there was like, I believe that there was something that said, you know, that there were these pompous arrangements because they were so huge, and you really had to be a top-notch musician to be part of this kind of a band. I mean,
It's
you have to
still
be
that
swift.
way.
It is,
It's
right?
still that
Oh, yeah.
And that's one thing we get asked, you know, because we do play a lot, and we've played, you know, we've toured for many years. People ask you, do you ever get tired of playing the same songs over and over? And you can't play those songs tired. You cannot get through those songs halfway. It's all or nothing, because there's it's big vocals, it's a big arrangement, it's challenging to play and sing it at the
Absolutely.
same time. And our show, we're an entertaining kind of band. You know, we're not just kind of standing there like studio musicians. So it is a big challenge every night. And the way that we perform, it's electrifying with the audience. So we get this energy back from the
Absolutely.
audience. So that's just a Styx experience.
But what do you guys respond to, you know, the expression that we're always, you know, times have changed. I mean, you know, people don't want to see the same thing, and yet, you know, everything old is new. You know, when you start seeing, I mean, kids are doing remakes of all the old songs. Of course,
Yeah.
you know, the newer generation thinks it's new material and stuff. But I
Right.
mean, so what's your answer to that? I mean, do people, you know, want to see just new, or people really want to see what's good?
They want to see a live concert experience that's full of incredible
Yes.
energy and resembles exactly what they heard on record in that it has the same spirit as that. And this band is able to accomplish that night after night. As you said, we've played plus de 175 shows. Every night, I'm entertained by the other four guys I'm on stage with. They're all phenomenal.
But we live in a period right now also where, you know, anybody can literally go into a studio. I mean, whether you can sing, whether you can play, record a song and have a hit. I mean, that's what we're, you know, it's like the flavor of the month, you know. People who are getting record deals now are usually 17, and if you're 19, they'll consider you. I mean, it's a sad reflection of the times. I mean,
it's wonderful that people have the opportunity to express themselves and make records and make hits, because that's a whole, it's a gift and a talent all in itself. But the thing that we all have, and we can't help it, we have the experience of growing up playing since we were teenagers and playing in nightclubs and weddings and bars and dances and clubs, theaters, and that sort of thing.
Absolutely.
And in that process, you're playing to very tough audiences who could care less. So you're trying to get over, and you're trying to get over, and just you play night after night after night. So you have that experience of wanting to entertain. As soon as you have a hit record, all of a sudden you have everyone's attention, but you still are wanting to entertain, you know, and that's what we do. We're an entertaining group. We need attention, and we need the love. We are starved for attention.
I'm going to tell everybody, Tommy. Tommy dit que c'est un groupe qui donne tellement, ils ont besoin d'amour, ils ont besoin de cette réaction. Et en fin de compte, on parle sans blague du fait que la chose qui est extraordinaire dans la formation Styx et dans les formations comme Styx, c'est le fait que non seulement les chansons ont été des énormes succès, les fans ont été fidèles au cours des années, mais aussi la façon qu'ils jouent leurs instruments. C'est des grands musiciens. D'ailleurs, il y avait même des critiques à l'époque où ils jouaient qui disaient que leurs arrangements étaient tellement énormes que parfois prétentieux, mais en fin de compte, ils disent que non. Eux, ils montaient sur scène avec des chansons, ils pouvaient les défendre, et souvent on leur demandait comment est-ce que vous pouvez monter sur scène encore et encore, refaire les mêmes chansons. Vous n'êtes pas fatigué, au contraire, parce qu'à chaque fois qu'ils montent sur scène, ils redonnent quelque chose de différent, et grâce à l'énergie qu'ils ont du public, ils peuvent vraiment donner encore au public. Et Larry disait tout simplement que des fois, il est sur scène en train de jouer, il regarde les autres membres, il dit « Wow, c'est comme un show pour moi aussi ». Et c'est intéressant de souligner qu'il fait partie du groupe maintenant, mais que dans sa tête, il s'est dit lui aussi « Si jamais je pouvais faire partie d'un groupe, il me semble que ça serait intéressant de faire partie de Styx ». Do you believe in destiny? Do you believe that people are united because they're supposed to be, or do you think that we sort of control that? I mean, do you think that you were there on that Molson stage just because somebody, you know, said this is the date you're performing, or that you were meant to be there?
Ça devait passer.
Yeah.
So it just fit together so easily that you've said a couple of times, it's almost spooky. And in my mind, I'd opened up the idea of wanting to join a group, and they suddenly needed a piano player, singer. And Tommy, you've used this expression where spirits talk to spirits.
Yes.
And as cosmic as that might sound, it just fits so quickly and so easily that you begin to
Well, the name
wonder.
of the band is Cosmic and Mythology.
Is it ever?
It is, and you know, something very similar happened to me when I joined the band. I was living in Alabama and playing in a bowling alley lounge with friends, and Kiss came to town, and their opening act, their truck broke down. So someone came over to the club and said, "You guys want to open for Kiss?" And we're like little acoustic bands. Okay. And we got out there, and I'm amazed they didn't kill us because, but there I was on the Kiss stage playing in this Coliseum, and I was like, this is what I want to do. And within a few weeks, I got a call from James Young to ask to be in Styx, just
Which
like
was
that.
in 1975.
1975. So I kind of put it out there in the universe, and I don't know how that works, but it is. I do believe there's a power greater than myself, you know, watching over.
Intéressant de souligner parce que je demandais, est-ce que vous pensez que c'est le destin qui vous a réunis, que vous faites ce que vous êtes en train de faire? Je dis à Larry, est-ce que tu étais sur scène au Centre Molson tout simplement parce que quelqu'un a dit, bon, c'est ta date, il faut que tu sois sur scène? Il dit non, j'étais supposé d'être là. Et en fin de compte, Tom a dit la même chose que lui aussi. Il jouait tout simplement dans un petit groupe à Chicago. Et puis tout d'un coup, quelqu'un rentre où il joue et puis leur demande, est-ce que vous voulez faire la première partie pour Kiss? Il se trouve dans un grand amphithéâtre et il se rend compte mon Dieu, c'est ça ce que je veux faire avec ma vie. Je veux gagner ma vie de cette façon. Donc, il y a un pouvoir qui est plus fort que nous tous. Et d'ailleurs, le nom du groupe le dit parce que c'est comme basé sur une rivière mythologique qui parle des âmes mortes. Alors voilà, il y a quelque chose de plus grand que nous. C'est important de le souligner. Now, we've got this album that's just been released, Styx and REO Speedwagon, and I love the title, Arch Allies, as opposed to Arch Rivals. Is that yours?
Yeah.
Did you come up with
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
a
it's
great
tremendous.
title. It is a tremendous, because
Ça, c'est l'arc à Saint-Louis. Yeah. So
yes, that's perfectly okay. I mean, what are you trying to say here?
Well, Styx and REO Speedwagon were always considered arch rivals.
Absolutely.
And it was in St. Louis, and I found that I kind of mocked up a cover with
Yeah.
the arch on it, and it just kind of was an obvious thing after that. You know, now that you see it, it's like very obvious. And I was fortunate enough to remember and tell somebody that I had the idea. And it turned out to be a beautiful package.
Is there a friendship, you know, now that exists between the guys? I mean, you
Oh,
see,
it's silly. It's ridiculous.
Kind of cute, eh?
that's okay.
It's
It
kind of
is.
fun.
You know, some nights we'll see one of those guys on our
Yeah.
stage. The other night, we were doing this song called "Sing for the Day,"
Yes.
and it sounds it's beautiful vocals with Lawrence and Glenn singing. But that particular night, I'm listening to the chorus and I'm thinking, "Wow, that really sounds good." I found out the next day that Dave from REO Speedwagon was sitting on the side of the stage singing
Singing?
along with us
Oh, that's kind of
because
nice,
he liked it
though.
so much he wanted to go sing.
And this came to be because of a VH1 special. It was a concept that they came with. Is that what I'm not trying
Well,
to...
Kevin and I did a television show in 1998.
Right.
And he mentioned it to me then, and at the time, we were just, it wasn't the right time for Styx to be thinking about that, because we were getting ready, we were going through some changes, and Lawrence was about to come in the band, and so I thought, now's just not the right time.
Okay, well, we're going to tell people about this, and then we're going to tell them to stay tuned because we got something really special coming up after this break. Alors, je parle tout simplement de l'album qui est disponible maintenant, qui porte le titre tout simplement Arch Allies, qui est un jeu de mots, effectivement, parce que ça réunit Styx avec leur grand succès REO Speedwagon, qui étaient deux formations qui étaient supposément une contre l'autre dans l'époque où ils étaient super hot dans les années 70. Et en fin de compte, aujourd'hui, ils sont des grands amis. Et puis, d'ailleurs, Tom m'a raconté une histoire que l'autre soir, il entendait une de ses chansons interprétée par un des gars de REO Speedwagon. Donc ça, c'est des cadeaux du ciel qui viennent. L'album est maintenant disponible dans tous les bons magasins, mais bon, on a parlé. Effectivement, on peut parler encore beaucoup plus sur cette formation qui existe, qui est en tournée présentement, mais je vais vous dire de rester avec nous, car après cette courte pause, on vous offre un mini-concert des succès souvenirs de la formation Styx, mettant en vedette nul autre que Lawrence Gowan et Tommy Shaw. À ne pas manquer, on vous attend, comme d'habitude. Restez là.